Dive into the 100 Millionaires podcast. My name is Walter Murillo. I'm hanging out with Mike Shine and Mitch Jorsky, who just both got back from cruises. And we were talking about taxes and how much I owe and how much, well, actually, how much I don't owe this year, which is great, and how much Mike owes this year. Sorry,
Yes!
Mike.
Means, what did
Mike.
you always say? That every level has another devil. So
Every level has another devil. And the more you make, the more you must gain your tax knowledge.
right. I'm learning as I go. So.
You yeah, big hit this year. But
bring
us in, Mike.
Okay, so massive income from passive income, and try not to give it to the US government if you don't have to.
I agree.
Wait, before you say it, that leads me to something else. We've been saying on this podcast since the very beginning, not financial advice.
Not financial.
And this is the reason, like, I can handle this hit that I'm taking. I'm not happy about it, but it's okay.
This is a 7-figure tax bill, right, Mike?
No, 6 figures. Cut the crap.
A 6-figure tax
Still
bill.
6 figures. Right. Yeah. So
7 figures. That means Mike bought a yacht or something.
Okay. It's a multiple 6-figure tax bill.
Yay. Well, I don't know. Neil, my accountant's working on getting it down with some other.
Yeah. Dorina had one that was very close to 6 figures, and she cried. Like she cried. I was like, this is what happens when you don't prepare.
I've been through so many things in my life that this is not, you just kind of roll with it.
It worked out though, because
it worked out beautifully. I'm good.
Good accountants will go
back.
I
am blessed. I am blessed that I can take a hit and keep moving on. Keep moving on.
Look at how thick my tax documents are. Like this is a lot. This is a lot of paper, man. It's ridiculous. Mitch Jorsky, how do we get that massive income from passive income?
We organize and we collect.
It's true. That's a secret. It's that simple. All right. So you guys got back from cruises. Mitch, I assume yours was just a bunch of naked girls drinking beers. And Mike, yours was like deep therapy work.
I wish.
You were out there with Brenda doing some real shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about this because you said you wanted to talk about it, but
yeah,
it was Abraham Hicks cruise where Esther/Abraham spoke 4 different times for around 3.5 to 4 hours on the days that we didn't go on to any of the islands we were visiting. And I don't think I can do it justice. I mean, if I could tell you one thing, I would say you should definitely go on one of these cruises and get Abraham's knowledge, because I came back with a renewed attitude about how to function as a human being in the world. So that was
okay. Crazy. Question. So you're referencing Abraham.
Yes.
Even though it is a woman speaking.
Yeah.
Now I understand that it's just some really crazy supernatural shit that we're talking about, but right. The first time I heard about Abraham Hicks and then discovered that it was Esther Hicks speaking, my mind said
she's channeling. Yeah, I felt the same way. She's
instantly like, this is some
channeling spirits.
Well, you gotta remember, I grew up very Christian, which puts into your mind that she's possessed by the devil. So I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like, I thought it was bad. I used to listen to Marilyn Manson. I thought my parents were going to kill me then. Now I gotta tell them I'm listening to Abraham Hicks, who's a guy possessing this woman.
I guess for the longest time, even if I had doubts about whether she was channeling a group of spirits, I was always like, well,
is the knowledge is good?
Is the knowledge good, and does it ring true? Yeah. And then you just get beyond it, and it's like so basic that it was amazing. Just if you're out there and you want to check out Esther Hicks or Abraham Hicks, she has millions of videos on YouTube. Just type in that name, and they're usually like 15 minutes long, and it's super valuable, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Here's the other thing with it. She talks funny. Like the whole thing is like, I swear they either trained her to be super unique like this, or she is unique like this, or she's just I mean, a really like she's an actress and she's figured out a really good role and she's like nailing it. But either way, she's smart. Either way,
Mm.
she's not said a thing, and
So
I've disagreed, which bothers me because sometimes, like with something like this, I'd be like, okay, she's gonna fuck up at some point. Like
yeah,
she's just a
right.
person. She's just a
She's
girl,
so she's
right?
so spot on with her. That's the crazy thing that you see. Like I went to see her for 3 hours, and then 4 times on this thing. And her advice, like you said, I never disagree. It's
Yeah.
like you think that she's going to say something because somebody raises their hand, goes up on stage, and asks a question or has an issue, and you know, like most human beings, we say, "Oh, I know what she's going to say," and then she doesn't. She will say things, and you're like, "Oh my God, that makes so much more sense than what I thought she would say." And yeah, it was just
We look at
brilliant.
the superficial level, and she's going to the spiritual level. She's like,
Yeah.
but it's your emotions that are causing this. It's because you thought this in the past, and that created this in the future. It's like, oh motherfucker, I did think that.
I
Shoot.
guess I can give you one thing that I got from this without um so
And
women-
I know you're about to say something really smart, Mike, but I have to say to Mitch, I don't know how you're going to top this. I know that your cruise was not an Abraham Hicks cruise. I know there was no spiritual possessions where with
I
wisdom
mean, I'm not
spouting
gonna
for
try and
4 hours
top
at a
it.
time.
yeah,
Although I might have an entertaining story that could top it.
yeah,
Not even my
that's for
story,
sure.
but someone that was in my party.
And then before you give me that piece of advice, Mike, I do want to know, was she like scripting? Like, was it like came out with an agenda to talk about, or was it just like,
No.
hey, by the way, I'm here. What are your questions?
Just I'm here. She comes out as Esther. She talks. She's like she gets behind the podium and just says, "Okay, I'm going under," or whatever. She closes her eyes for like 3 seconds, and then she stands there, and people are already raising their hands, and she picks whoever comes up, and then she she responds to it. That's it for all 4 days. There was nothing more than that. It was amazing. It's the audience drives it. It's not, you know. She's just answering your
Circular
questions.
audience facing a stage audience. For
So
some
what
reason,
she
I
does is the
envision this
person
being
who's up
like,
on stage
yeah.
is in a chair with their back to the audience, and Esther's or Abraham is talking to them. And I think the reason she does that is so that you're not videotaping or seeing the person's face who's on, you know, from the stage or whatever. But
So
anyway,
the
so
person actually comes up on stage,
yep,
but
sits
it's
in a
just their back to the room,
comfortable.
so they don't feel the heat of the room.
Right. I was a
Yeah.
little, I felt the heat of the room though.
Did you go on stage?
I did.
Ah.
Did. Yeah, I was in the hot seat. Yeah.
Oh,
But I said I wasn't
it's
going
hot
to
up
be in
there,
the,
isn't it?
yeah, I said I wasn't going to be in the hot seat because I thought I would just do it just because I like being on stage, not because I had a real question. So I said, I'm not going to do this. Brenda's been with studying this for a lot longer. It's not really my place. But then on the last day, I just had a burning question. And so I didn't even raise my hand when everybody else raised their hand. And then something struck me. I raised my hand. As soon as I raised my hand, she pointed to me. That was crazy. And she even pointed out you could feel the energy, or I could feel the energy. That was awesome.
What was the question?
My question was how can I be more present?
Ooh.
I said that I am blessed in so many ways and have so many wonderful things in my life, but I sometimes find that I'm not present. Like if I'm hanging out with my kids or whatever, I'm thinking about an email or some work thing that just distracts me. And she was like, well, you're more present. Well, paraphrasing, she was like, you're more present than you think. And sometimes you do need to be present for that email because there are more than one thing going on in your life. So don't beat up on yourself. But here's what I was going to tell you was the thing I got out of the weekend. She's like, just focus on your emotions from moment to moment. She said, because I think a lot of times we say, well, when I get that Lamborghini, then I'll be happy. When I
Ooh.
get
Ooh.
when I get that mansion, I'll be happy. When I get the perfect girlfriend, I'll be happy. When I get, you know, whatever it is, whatever your dreams are, but it's
Yeah,
the
when my
opposite.
girlfriend fits all of the check boxes in my life, I'll be happy.
Just saying.
Just saying, check boxes.
But actually, it's all about it's all about feeling good and feeling joy, and that makes you vibrate. We all vibrate like on a certain frequency, just like radio frequencies.
We got that
And
high level.
so when you vibrate on the same frequency as what you want in life, you will get that. So it's not get the thing and then be happy, or whatever it is, joyful, and then the stuff that's already created, which is in the vortex, it's just not in the physical world,
Yeah.
will come to you. And so yeah, it was amazing. Because a lot of times I struggle with the fact that you have to create stuff, like, oh, you're going to create this business or create this life or create. And she basically said, oh, again, you're not creating anything. Everything already exists.
Yeah.
Everything already exists. It's in the vortex. And if you want it in the physical world, all you have to do is vibrate at that same frequency and it'll come to you. And if you look back at your life, you'll see that when you were vibrating on a frequency, everything that you wanted came to you. And if you were vibrating on a bad frequency, the negative things came to you too. So it's however you want to do it, whatever you think about. So it was backwards for me. That was the change. It's like focus on your emotions, and that will lead to you getting everything you want in your life, not focus on getting things and that'll lead to the emotion. That was just.
It's funny because we know this logically. We've read the Science
Right?
Getting Rich. Like we know logically this is the truth. And it still keeps coming back. Is I think my New Year's resolution, it is not leg day every day. That's just what I'm doing. But my New Year's resolution, or the thing I was going to focus on, was joy, just getting myself into a state of joy and like staying there as often as I can.
Awesome.
And as I do it, I notice how often the mind varies its levels of joy, of like
Right?
what is its focus. And even though I like to think I'm a mental ninja where I can get myself to think anything and stay focused on a project for a certain amount of time, right? Yeah, crazy, right? Like, but I find that joy is an elusive motherfucker. Like it's just a slippery fish.
Yeah.
It's a weird little bitch. This thing is like I'll be in joy in a moment, like totally enjoy. But in order to be in joy again, I must first not be in joy. For a short period of time, I must not be in joy in order to appreciate or get back to that feeling.
Well, one of the things that she said is that that I thought was really helpful. It's funny because Brenda was like, I don't really need to go up there, because she says the same thing every time. So if there's something that's bothering you and it's bringing your vibration down and you're angry or you're frustrated or you're anxious or any of those things, then just find something else that gives you joy.
Yep.
Just in that moment, that's the switch. So maybe it's like a puppy that you love, or a sunset that you saw once, or anything that can create momentum going the other way. And that's awesome, because that's something that I feel is like doable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm upset about this email that I just got, but I'm going to think about my kids. And if you can create the momentum the other way, you're out of that negative vibration.
I want to say, don't make it food. Don't make it food, because here's what happens. You end up eating your problems. And also, don't make it a new fucking career path. There's nothing wrong with the existing career path. It might be your investment style. It might be what you've done with the money, but stick to the career, the one thing, the one career, because when you flip-flop careers, money slows down. All right, you got to stick to something long enough, and then when you're not feeling good about it emotionally, smile and do something different. Breathe.
Right.
Go jumping jacks, push-ups.
That was like one of the things Tony Robbins, change your physiology, change your state. Change your state. I saw a Bob Berg thing on like YouTube the other day, one of those shorts, and he was saying, if you don't like your job, show up an hour early and leave an hour late.
Yep.
Because then you'll change it to something that by being there, you're there early and you're leaving late, it becomes something that you love. So you could change your state about anything.
I used to hate waking up early. And when I shifted it to I wake up early, gives me more time in the gym. But now I hated going to the gym. But when I shifted to going to the gym means I get to go to Taco Bell, I started creating this little loop of like, I was going to the gym, not even to work out. I was going to the gym to go to Taco Bell. Right. I was going in. I was going in habits. And I'll step even a step further. I was going to the gym just to post that I fucking went into the gym. That was the only I swear to God, the first time I walked in the gym was I went in, I took a picture, and then I walked out and made a post.
Nice.
And that was
we
all
had
I did. And it
I
got
had
me
that
to go
with
back.
so I would get home. We had two dogs when a yellow lab and German Shepherd, and I'd come home and Brenda be like, "You got to walk the dogs." And I never had dogs as a kid, and so I was like, "What?
Very
I got to
annoying.
walk
I
these
know.
things for? I got to walk these things for 10 years or whatever the hell
Right.
it is."
Like
And
that's
so-
all you did was buy a job.
Yeah, for me, what it was is I'll go for a run with my dogs in the cold winter nights. It was like dark.
That sounds
And
miserable, Mike. Sell
Two
it to me.
things I would put
Only the
on,
pen.
I put on my headphones and listen to some really amazing music. But the other thing is that I would tell myself I couldn't go in the hot tub. We had a hot tub. I couldn't go in the hot tub unless I did my run. And so
Oh my
I would
God,
do
I love
these
that.
runs and come
Yeah.
back and just, oh my God, I love that hot tub. Yeah, it was awesome.
I say it all the time. I haven't earned it yet. So
Yeah, there you
Doreen will
go.
be like, let's do hookah. I'm like, I haven't earned it yet. I gotta go get it. Like, let me go finish what I'm working on. And then
awesome.
we can sit down, we can watch a movie, but I gotta go earn it first. And like the other day, everybody was doing coffee networking, which is terrible for me because I hit the gym at that same exact time.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
woke up earlier so I could go to the coffee networking. And I walked in and like, oh, stay with us. I said, I haven't earned that yet. I got to go to the gym. Right. Because if I stay here, I won't work out. And if I don't work out, I won't be able to look myself in the mirror until I work out. In which case later on today, I'm gonna have to work out, which is not gonna work out. So
Right?
I can work out now.
Awesome. Nice job.
So I got the selfie. So Mitch, you clearly did not go to a Abraham Hicks spiritual development, personal development cruise. So you didn't get to ask all these great personal development questions to a wise woman who's channeling spirits. What was your cruise like?
I mean, the funny part is I did somehow manage to learn some lessons for myself.
Okay.
I mean, I went for a social thing. I mean, I got a friend getting married, so a little bachelor party
Nice.
cruise. But
Everybody accounted for, survived.
yes, everyone survived. I did something I've not done on a cruise before. I did not get the drink package because I had no intentions of boozing my face off because my stomach doesn't really love alcohol anymore. So that was interesting because
So you know your stomach never loved alcohol. You just
that's true.
were having so much fun you didn't pay attention.
Wow.
Right?
It tolerated it better. But anyway, you know, I was with old friends, so they were not used to the laid back, chill version of Mitch, and
So there was no keg stands. The Mitch stands, as they used to call them in
there was
college.
no. I was never a kick
Beer
fan guy.
bongs.
No, no, I was more so
Funnel.
good for being out on the dance
Funnel.
floor.
I see.
But no alcohol, less energy, less amped up.
Oh, you
In
gotta do
fact,
some leg days, man.
I didn't hit
Pulls the
one
energy
dance
right
floor.
back.
No dance floors. I was chill.
Leg days.
The group was not a fan. They're like on Sunday, basically, they're like, we're getting you drunk today. This is ridiculous.
You know the old song, if the friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends.
No
of mine.
friends of
Exactly.
mine.
We can do the safety dance.
Safety dance.
We can
All
dance
right,
if we want to.
so this is a booze cruise for the
It
wedding.
wasn't really a booze cruise. But yeah, it was bachelor party cruise, and you know, we had fun and did some gambling and saw some funny shows and you know, had some stories to tell. But I actually kind of learned a lesson in a way because, you know, of course there's a poker table on the boat. And I was like, man,
Obviously.
this is gonna be easy money. I'm gonna win my trip on this
All the
at this
degens.
poker table.
There we
It's like
go.
People
Says
on a
every
cruise,
degenerate ever. I'm gonna get my money back.
easy money. Such easy money. So I sit down and you know, the cruise cost me $680. And my buddy Brian was sitting next to me. So it was cool because we hadn't gotten to hang out for a couple of years and we were playing cards. And then the group was gonna go to a show at like 10 something, which turned out to be like the show of the weekend. So
That
I
you
was up
missed?
600, close to the goal. And it was showtime. And I'm like, and Brian's like, I'm going to go. I'm like, all right, yeah, just text me, you know, what place it's at. I was like, I'm going to play like one more orbit and see if I can reach my goal here. Get, you know, or I was going to reach, like, I was positive I was going to reach my goal. And then I took what is called a bad beat. So now I was only up like 500. And now the show started. And at that point, I should have just got up.
You were not vibrating in the
Yeah, I
right
was not.
energy. You're
It
not
was-
vibrating.
the vibration-
in there.
The winner's
The
energy.
vibration turned the other way. And I proceeded to take more bad beats. And then next thing I know, I'm sitting there angry and all the profit has been given back and I missed the entire show. So that lesson was discipline and pivot.
Or as Abraham Hicks would say, we believe you should just stay in a state of joy and stay in a state of joy
No.
as often as possible.
Right.
The lesson is, I wish
Anytime
I'd
you're not in a
listened to
state of
more
joy, go back to a state of joy. Just ask
more-
yourself.
Yes, neutral thinking. I wish I
Well, you
listened to
law of
more neutral
attraction.
thinking.
Uh-huh.
Because neutral thinking would have basically took me out of the frustration of the money that was lost, or quote unquote the profits I gave back, and said, all right, what's the next best decision I can make? And the next best decision with a level head would have been, you know what, get up with this 500 and go see the show with my friends that I haven't seen in years.
Yep. That would have worked.
So it's so easy.
Neutral, by the way.
So simple. It's so simple. It's not.
So
so
simple.
I,
Not
um,
easy. The mind is
Yes, it
funny.
is.
Yeah.
I'm a third of the way into that book, Getting to Neutral, and I am all about it because that hits on me, because it's not about, oh, think positive. It's basically about getting to neutral, which just basically allows you to get in the moment and let go of the negativity.
Yeah.
And the
Nice.
impact of letting go of the negativity is like 7x what thinking positive is.
Mm.
Because
give you that.
negative thoughts have like 7 times the fucking weight than
If
a
you let
positive
them.
thought.
Yeah, I feel that way.
But they're definitely easier to get other people to agree to. I will say negative thoughts, definitely in a room of normal people, they will agree
Right?
with you 7 times more likely than a positive thought. So there's
Yeah.
that. Depending on who you're spending time with, I will say negative thoughts can be more powerful. But I've also found, like Darina last night gave me some divine feminine energy, is how I will say. I was laying horizontally on the bed, feeling, maybe I was frustrated, Mitch. Maybe I was a little frustrated. Maybe I'll admit it on a podcast. I was not happy with life in general. And she knew it. I walked right past her in the kitchen, and I didn't even look at her. I said good night. And I went to bed and I laid down, and she came in and she started hitting me with the massage. And she said, "You're
Oh.
amazing. Everything you do is effective. The people that you serve are better because you show up. You always know what to say." And she's massaging my body, and I'm feeling the words hit me. And I passed out. I woke up this morning, I was on fucking fire. Like I was just like, oh, like I gotta go to the gym. Like I woke her up at 6:30 in the morning.
That's
And
awesome.
and she's like, was what I did last night, was it effective? And I was like, holy shit, like I forgot about it. But I woke up the best I've felt in so long, because she took that time intentionally to just massage it out of my body, like just
Nice.
pull it out. And also she put really powerful affirmations into my mind while I was in a subjective state. So I explained to her, I was like, what you actually did was hypnosis. That's actually what that was. And because of the physical involvement, like the massage, that actually makes it go deeper. Right. So, but yeah, I just
awesome.
woke up on fire, and I realized how many couples don't do this. Like not even just couples, like how many times do you not go to bed with like positive affirmations in your head? Now, I used to say all the
Yeah.
time, you haven't earned it. You haven't earned sleep if you haven't gotten to a state of gratitude before bed. And I made that error last night, but even like, because of the type of woman she is, she wouldn't let that happen.
That's
Right.
awesome.
She knows me well enough. She's not going to let me, even though I was not in my right state of mind to even fix myself. Like she took that initiative. So it's,
Nice.
let me tell you something I'm thankful for. $2.2 million of real estate under contract. Offers
Yay.
accepted, rocking and rolling
Nice.
to a closing table, hopefully in the next 45 days. And that'll be 3 more deals locked down, taken care of, and on to the next. So
On to the
very
next.
exciting.
Yeah,
And you got
that's really
yours is
awesome.
coming through, right, Mitch?
What's up?
You got another one coming through.
No, I just closed one last Friday while I was on a cruise boat. I closed.
Closer.
That's awesome.
Can't beat that.
Mm.
Yeah.
You look pretty. Where are you going? You gonna ride a horse? Oh, Darina says hi.
Hey,
What?
You want to
Darina.
come over? You want to say hi? We're on 100 Millionaires podcast, so I
We're
was
on the
just talking about you.
podcast.
I heard. Thank
Did you?
you.
Hey,
I got so much
Darina.
points. So many
Hey.
points.
Live on the podcast,
Live.
getting points.
Take care of your loved ones, you know.
All right,
the
go ride a
same.
horse.
Be
Save
safe.
a horse, ride a cowboy. Just saying.
What?
She didn't come home. She didn't come home in a cowboy hat for you. You're in trouble.
I got my 10x hat. This was my
Close enough.
$10,000 10x diamond hat. This is diamond right here. So
There
Oh,
you go.
I've been wearing this on calls. Just be like, you know what seat I sat in?
That's awesome.
Ridiculous.
Too funny.
So this was good. I really wanted to hear about the cruises. I know
Yeah.
tax time is here. We totally crushed it on the taxes. Mike, could have been worse. On the positive is you made a lot of money and you did very, very well on the making of money. And you timed it. There's so many people this year. I'm gonna play with you. Mike, you are paying taxes. There's a lot of people who didn't make the moves you made in the stock market and are claiming losses. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you
Right?
know, could you have advantaged yourself better? Fuck yeah, of course. We all could. We could all play a little better. But like I learned in 2017, you never make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Like you're already learning. So for everybody who's just listening, like Mike got hit with a big tax bill this year, and so he started
Earth
getting-
School. Is this
is it?
Earth School? It's Earth School. We're
Is
just
that what's
here.
behind you, Earth School?
No, I'm just saying we're learning, every
Yeah.
day. It's just
And so
here
now,
to learn.
now the things you're focused on, you already signed up for a course called Be the Bank. You're focused on these things that are teaching you tax strategies like the 401ks, the Roths, the solo self-directeds, like how to move your money in a way where it's now tax-free, opportunities. Sometimes it takes that kick in the teeth to
Yeah, right. It's all good. though.
like I gotta learn this tax game.
Right.
I know for
feel-
me when
I
I
feel
started,
really
I wasn't
blessed.
concerned about it. What is
That's
it?
what I was thinking. I didn't think I wasn't happy at first, but I feel like I'm really blessed. That's the gratitude came from it. So there you go.
100%. Like I said earlier, be thankful you learned it while you were young. You still got another 40, 50, 60 years left to go and grow your business. And thank God it was
150.
on a small dollar amount because, it'll be bigger dollar amounts in the future.
Amen. Amen.
You just, we don't go down from here. We only keep going up. We keep growing. So if you're listening right now and you got hit with a tax bill this year, congratulations. You're one of the
Right.
few. There are many out there with tax losses. So it happens. It happens. And if you got, you lost last year, don't do that again. You want to break even. That's the goal. You want to break even
Right?
as often as you can and rotate those out. So Mitch, Mike, I guess we'll jump off. I think
Yeah, I gotta go anyway, so that works.
I got to ask you, what is that image behind you?
I don't know. I think that's a Fortnite thing I was doing.
looks
my
like it,
kids.
yeah.
Looks like a Fortnite land.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Jonah, is
all
this
the books
Fortnite
behind
in
me
the
are real.
background?
These are real books.
No, you're looking at a different picture.
Is that Jonah who put that on?
No, I put it on, but I had it from a long time ago. That's Fortnite. Say hi.
What's up, Jonah? We actually see you through the map. We know you're there.
Yes.
So for everybody
Invisible
who's
man.
at home, I would say that if you want to be successful, you should do legs every single day. And the only way to
Not
be a
do legs
man
every
is
single
to
day.
do legs every day.
I teleport through realities.
Where's Noah? Mike, can you please, Jonah, can you please let your brother know that if he's not doing legs every day, he hasn't made it to manhood yet. I don't care if his
Okay,
voice has
I'll-
already switched over.
I'll let him know that. He's more
So-
interested in girls these days.
No, the
Oh,
only way the
yeah.
girl's going to be interested in him is if he's doing legs. I mean,
Get it?
Yeah.
There you go.
He's
His
in,
legs
he's
are
in-
like
he's
tree
in heaven.
trunks.
He's in Roatan. Yum.
His legs are like tree trunks from soccer. I don't know. He's much bigger legs than
course.
I ever had.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Yeah, I'm in the gym and half the girls, and that's not half the girls, all the girls have bigger butts than me. Like every single one of them in there has bigger legs, bigger butts. And it's like, damn, like I got to go fight for that machine. I got to fight for the squat rack. I'm going against the girl who like deserves the machine. I haven't earned it yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Like,
Gotcha.
I'm like, when it's like, if a girl came over to like do bicep curls, I'd be like, I earned those. Like
Yeah.
you can come back when I'm done. But
Okay.
anyway, if you do decide to go out there and do legs every day, I'm ahead of you. I am on leg day 83. It was
Nice
officially
job.
leg day 83 and still walking, just doing a lot more stretching because it's not as easy as I thought it would be. And also
Right.
not as hard as I thought it would be. It's gotten easier. So
That's
we're
awesome. Nice streak. That's pretty amazing.
yeah, I already passed those little bitches in their 75 hard, right? We
Yeah,
work
man.
out every day for 75 days. We don't drink alcohol for 75 days. I'm over here 73 days of working legs. Come on,
That's
a lot
awesome.
harder.
That's awesome.
All right. So if you haven't become a millionaire yet, go do it. This is the best year to do it. This is the best time to do it. Millionaires are built in recessions. You got to get the 6 figures. 6 figures is a great place to start, and then you got to acquire assets. Real estate, although has been my big juiciest favoriteest asset for the last decade, I will say probably not the easiest one for me to do right now. So we're learning, we're building our networks, we're building businesses, we're investing in real estate, but we're doing it cautiously, very intelligently. Same with the businesses, very intelligently. Me and Mike, we're focusing on lending now. Lending makes a lot more sense. And I know Mitch is really focused on the crypto space. There's a big opportunity there. We're still buying real estate. And we're spending time with friends. We're adjusting. We're learning. We're doing our masterminds. I know the crypto mastermind might be switching over to just general wealth mastermind very soon. The mentorship program may be coming back again very soon because evaluating deals is not the same as it used to be, and we've got to get our community retrained on how to evaluate. But Alchemist Nation is expanding. We're at 22 locations now with
So awesome.
with the potential to double that in the next 60 days. So
Nice.
we were going to be dominating Florida very soon, and Texas is coming right after that. So if you're in Florida or Texas and wondering, are we coming? The answer is yes. We're already here. Mitch. Now, Mike, take us out of here, brother.
Massive income from passive income.
How do we do it, Mitch?
Organize and collect.
Hey, don't you have Be the Bank today too?
Be the Bank is at 5 o'clock today. We're starting over. So it used to be 6 lessons. Now it's 7 lessons because lesson number 7 is how to get all the money to Be the Bank, how to passively invest other people's money or get access to money you previously had. I know Mitch will be writing a book on how to get money out of your 401k, your retirement plans, because Vinny's been talking about the fact that $36 trillion is tied up in America in retirement plans, and we got to get that money loosened up so that you can go and actually get a great return on it. So
Amen.
Be the Bank is at 5 o'clock. Hit the link in my bio if you want to learn how to passively invest. It means earn money without working. And here's what I've been telling everybody, because my mentor Tom Caffarelli told me this. He said there's only 3 things you need in real estate: deals, money, and labor. And if you're going to retire, this is something I discovered later on. If you're going to retire, don't be the deal finding guy, because you'll be finding deals the rest of your life. If you want to retire, don't be the guy who's out there doing all the work, because you'll be working the rest of your life. Be the person who's finding the money, because that means parties, yachts, charity events, dinners, golf courses, cigars for the rest of your life. This mission will not self-destruct, but your business might if you don't take action. Cheers to your success. If you have a choice, always work with the best. See you guys at 5 o'clock. Thanks for the reminder, Mike. Appreciate you, brother.